What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Lucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Raw Talk review thing um, on a break of the next night after Extreme Rules, and I got to watch it, and yeah, I got my handy dandy notebook. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share all that good stuff in the book, and excuse me. We're gonna hop right into the show, man. Raw altogether was in my opinion, was a very good show. They've been, uh, not very. It was a good show. Uh, there are stuff that they still need to work on because they are a 3 hour show. They have, it's being shown that they have the talent to do it, and I think that probably with this draft that they're doing to freshen up the rosters, I think that they'll be able to fill that 3 hours for the show. Cause like literally, I think Raw, if they treat Raw like they treat their pay per views and just give us good solid matches every week, I think Raw could be really good. They did that a couple times. Like they gave us Big E versus Bobby Lashley. They gave us a fun opening match with that, and then they gave us a fun closing match with that. So that was two good solid matches. They gave us Sheamus versus Damien Priest, which was another good match. They gave us, there was another, and there was one, oh, AJ Styles and Riddle. Always, you can never go wrong with AJ Styles versus Riddle. That was a good match. Yeah, so they gave us some good matches. There were some other matches that were there. That was there. It was what it was. But yeah, if they just like keep giving us solid matches throughout the show, you know, we'll be Raw will be fine every week. So like I said, the show opened up with Big E, Bobby Lashley. Big E opens the show, gets big massive pop because everybody loves Big E because he's the best. They're going back and forth. It was kind of even, and then like Big E slaps Bobby Lashley, and then Bobby Lashley just put the boots on Big E. Literally put the boots on Big E, punching him, knocking him out, slamming him on the floor. And then there was a thing where Bobby Lashley like threw him out the ring, and then Big E got up like he was down, and then I saw feet. I was like, "Who the heck is this?" And it panned up, and it was Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. I was like, "Wakanda forever!" Yes, I know black on black crime isn't great, but and then the New Day came out because he got distracted. He came in the ring. Bobby Lashley hit a big spinebuster thing because I think he tried to hit it earlier, but I think Big E tried to hit it on Bobby Lashley, but he caught him. Like it didn't really look bad because the way he caught him, because it was on the top turnbuckle and he caught him. That was dope because he tried to do like a big ending from the second rope. So that was cool stuff. And the Big E came out. They brawled. See, the only problem though with this is that we've seen New Day versus the tag team Hurt Business. So I don't know what a big thing would be if they added her, like if they continue their feud. Like the only difference is Big E was on SmackDown and now he's on Raw with the WWE Championship, but they've done the whole Kofi Woodsy with the Hurt Business. They've done that, and they just did the thing with Big E. So I don't know if they're gonna go through that or if they're gonna have Hurt Business as a unit again and draft them to SmackDown. Which give me the Bloodline versus Hurt Business. Oh my yes. And I would put. Actually, I would just put Her Business on SmackDown. I don't think Raw needs a tag team because they got the New Day still. They got Mansoor and Ali, I guess for now. They got the Viking Raiders there. They got RK Bro there. They got AJ and Omos there. They have Angel Garza now. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo there now. I think Lucha House Party is there, but they might not be there anymore because Grand Metalik doesn't want to be there anymore. So I'm not gonna count them. But right now they got 6. Oh, they got Veer and Shanky and Jinder. They got them. Um, yeah, so they got the team. So they don't really need Hurt Business. Like if he wants to, they don't really need them. So like they can just go to They can just go to SmackDown, help that division out, help that division because they need tag teams because Usos just beat the Street Profits. So what are the Street Profits gonna do? And then Chad Gable and Otis are there. So that's really it. So that's 3 teams. So I would definitely bring the Hurt Business to SmackDown. Honestly, I'd bring the Viking Raiders over there to SmackDown too to really help that division. So you at least have 4 on. You have Usos, Viking Raiders, Hurt Business, Street Profits, and I guess what's his name, Bobby Roode and whatever. I guess they technically them, but they're there to they're there to be there. And whoever the 5th one is, Alpha Academy on. So you got the fine main one there, and then you got New Day, AJ Omos, RK Bro, Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo. You got the Veer and Shanky. Yeah, honestly, I think that's good enough. And if you want to bring up MSK, put them on Raw. That'd be great because MSK is fantastic. And yeah, I just bring up MSK and put them on Raw, and you have one more for Raw. There you go. So they brawl, they do all that brawling stuff. Adam Pearce come out, he goes, yeah, so this isn't gonna happen. We're gonna finish this match. There's gonna be no New Day. There's gonna be no Hurt Business reunion thing. It's gonna be Bobby Lashley. It's gonna be Big E, and it's gonna be WWE Championship inside the steel cage. Awesome. Next up is Angel Garza versus Eric from the Viking Raiders. Angel Garza win. This match was short. Garza had a little bit of offense. He took off his pants and threw it at Eric. He beat him up. I think Eric hit him with a knee to the face. Humberto got on the ring rope thing, and he got down. He was like, "Hey, whoa, hey, dimples! You see, I look cute." And then Angel Garza picked him up, hit him with the cliff. What's it called? The wing clipper for that move, and pinned him, beat him 1, 2, 3, and then they were sitting on the thing. They were just waving and being silly and stuff. It was great. Next up, it is Reggie versus Ricochet. I was almost excited. I was almost excited for this match because at first I was like, Ricochet, 24/7 division. Then I was like, Ricochet is really good at doing the flying stuff, and so is Reggie. So I was like, oh, they gave this time because the 24/7 division, they can't interfere. We might get some good stuff out of this. Yep, and then the 24/7 division was in the crowd, and then Ricochet and Reggie was doing the flippy stuff. It was all great. They was doing flippy things. They were doing the flippy flips and the flippity flop and the flippity flip flips when landing on their feet and stuff like that, and doing rollovers and all that good stuff. And then they got on the outside, and then Drake Maverick had told Drew Gulak and Tozawa to interfere in the match, and they jumped them from behind, and they ruined the match because they hate us. They don't let us to have nice things. Damn it, WWE. See, this is one of the matches when you do your 3-hour show. This is one of the matches you could put over your stupid 24/7 division. You could actually make it an actual thing. And then, give it a little bit of credibility. Have them have a good match for the 24/7 championship. And, then do your stupid stuff after. But, of course, it didn't happen. Reggie escapes. Ricochet was doing backflips on people. And then Tozawa comes out, and then he beats up Tozawa, and then Tozawa's still in the ring. And then they go do a backstage segment with Riddle. So Riddle's back there. He has this thing. My boy KPZ is having an interview with him with Riddle. Riddle's just talking. He's just talking out his ass. Pretty much was saying, yeah, Randy's not here. He was going over that sweet victory over AJ, but he's not here. He's probably taking a vacation or doing something with where Cincinnati, wherever they was at. He was like, yeah, he said he can't be here. He said that if he was here this week with me, he said he'd RKO me on concrete. But I was like, bro, how can you do that? You hurt your back doing it. It was hilarious. He's retarded. There's something wrong with him. But yeah, it was funny. I mean, he went to put on his headphones, and KPZ tried to ask him another question, but he was he talk to me, they understand. So he leaves, and then he turns around, and then AJ Omos was just standing there, and then they're talking, and then they go back to commercial, or they go back to the ring, and Tozawa's still in the ring. Everybody's like, why is Tozawa still in the ring? That makes no sense. And they come back from commercial, and Tozawa said, yo, I'm tired of this foolishness. I want to fight R-Truth. I want to fight Drew Gulak. I want to fight Drake Maverick. I'll fight anybody. Bring them to me. And then Keith Lee. Oh, it made me so happy. He came out. Everybody was loving Keith Lee because Keith Lee is great. Bearcat Keith Lee introducing Keith Bearcat Lee. I actually like the name personally. I've always liked the name. And then it was to a great African American wrestler back in the day. I think he was the first WWF champion or something like that. But he was fantastic, and Keith Lee's gear is fantastic. His little singlet thing, that's fantastic. And Tozawa was like, "Oh no, this was a horrible idea." And then he tried to go after him. Boom! Hold that clothesline. Hold this clothesline through the turnbuckle, and then I'm gonna hit you with. I called it the spirit breaker, but it's low key called the big black catastrophe, or big bang catastrophe. I was thinking of. Anyways, he wins with that move, so that move was great. Next up, Damien Priest versus Sheamus again. Banger. I was hungry because I did that, and so. Am I allowed to do that? I guess nobody barely watches this anyway. 1 or 2 people watch this anyway. So I guess that's what it is. But yeah, I was doing the thing, and then I got hungry. I was like Riddle. I had the munchies, and I got hungry. So I kind of during this match, I kind of missed half of it. And then so like the last thing I saw was they were fighting very stiffly. And Sheamus, they set up a table on the outside, and Sheamus hit a white noise from the apron to the outside. So that's the last thing I saw. So I ended up watching that part of the match again, and then Sheamus is just beating him with kendo sticks. He's throwing him all over the place. He did the thing last week because like last night at Extreme Rules, he was doing this, he was doing some of that, doing the Jeff Hardy taunt, he was doing some of that. And then he did it again, but this time he did the Damien Priest. He did that thing. But then he came down and then bang got smacked with a kendo stick. They was out here looking raw. They was smacking each other, bro, with that. Damien Priest threw a chair at Sheamus's face. That was hilarious. He went to go up to the top, and then when he came down, boom, hold that broke knee to the face. That looked like it hurt a lot. I ain't want none of that. And they set up the table to the other side. Damien Priest tried to put him through it, and then Sheamus reversed, and then he tried to put him through it, but he sidesteps it, and Sheamus goes through the table, hits the reckoning, 1, 2, 3, and still United States champion Damien Priest. That match was great. You know what other match was great? Oh, not this next one. It was Team Jinder versus Jeff Hardy, Ali, and Mansoor. Mansoor and Ali are backstage, and Ali was like, why did you have us get in a tag team match with Jeff Hardy? He was like, because Jeff Hardy's a legend. He's great. He's like a tag team legend. He was like, but I didn't ask for Jeff Hardy. I don't need Jeff Hardy. You know what I say to Jeff Hardy if Jeff Hardy was here? And then Jeff Hardy was right behind him. He's like, what would you say? He was like, how great it would be if we were teaming together. Of course, duh, obviously. And they were saying that Veer, Jinder, and these people are big men, but he's faced bigger, so let's go out there and win and stuff like that. And this music hit. And then they're going out there, His music is hit. Everybody's going crazy. Jeff is doing his thing, and then Mansoor's doing his thing too. He's doing it, and then Ali's like, "Stop doing it! Stop doing it!" And then Ali's like, Jeff was like, "Come on, Ali, do the thing." And Ali's like, "No, I'm not doing that. It's stupid." And then they go in, and then Jinder and his people come. I was like, "Oh, there's no way they're losing to Jinder Mahal in them." They lost to Jinder Mahal in them. Shanky, my boy, is my favorite name of all time. Shanky hit a big boss slam on Ali. He had one of those on Ali. Because Ali tried to get in there, he just boom, hold that big boss slam, and then he tagged into Veer. Veer's killing it. Veer was on fire. Veer's nice. He was in there. He was taking them out. He was beating everybody up. He was beating him up. He was beating Sur up. Jeff Hardy comes in. He does like the hot tag. He's taking out everybody. I think Jinder was in there too. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really remember this match. I just remember Veer hit a nice clothesline on Ali for the win. Yeah. Next up, there's a backstage segment with Pearson with Sonya Deville. They were talking about whoever's going to answer the open challenge, and then Sonya was like, "Hey, you should answer the open challenge." She was like, I'm not doing that." He was like, it'd be somebody great. And then Dudrop comes out, and she was like, "Yeah, I heard this open challenge. I should, I would like to be part of this open challenge." And this Sonya just was like, "Hey, see somebody who's worthy to be to act for an open challenge." Unlike Naomi on SmackDown, I was like, "Dang, bro." And then Dudrop and Pearson's just like, "Yeah, really, yeah." So she said, "Yeah, you beat Marie Tice. You deserve that. So you're gonna face Charlotte Flair." And then AJ Styles versus Matt Riddle. All the chef's kiss. Just AJ Styles is so good. This match was fantastic. There was not one single interference from Omos. He was just there. He would just watch, just relaxed, and then he just let them wrestle. Because normally he'll like try to get involved to like get on there. He'll stand there in front of you and let you get distracted. This was just 1-on-1. No nothing, man. They just hit each other. I like that Matt Riddle does this thing where he'll hit you and then he'll run to the ropes and he'll hit you again. He'll do that thing. This time, like AJ Styles, because he's wrestled him a couple of times, knew that was coming, and he tried to attack him, but instead Riddle like ducked out and like hit him again with it anyway. That was fun. AJ Styles was putting a whooping on Matt Riddle. He just tossed him all over the place. Every time Matt Riddle would get the advantage, Omos would just get mad. He would just look angry all the time. Hit flash knee. I don't think he hit the Bro Derek, but he did the floating bro. They did the they did a lot of things in this match. He hit I think it's the Ushigoroshi. I don't really know what it's called, but he hit the neck breaker, suplex neck breaker on him. They did like a ripcord knee into a Pele kick thing. That was fire. In the end, though, after he hit him with the floating bro, he tried to get the calf crusher on him. He didn't tap. He got out of it. And then he tried to hit him with the RKO, and then AJ reversed that. He caught him in midair and hit a Styles Clash. That was fire. For the win. AJ Styles wins clean as a whistle, and then Omos comes out and comes in. He's like, "Oh, you suck," and then he chokeslams him, and then they leave. It's good stuff. Then open challenge. Charlotte Flair comes out with Dudrop. This was getting good. It was a little bit of fun at the beginning. I was enjoying it. I was doing his shade. Dudrop was boom hitting the elbows on Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte Flair, "Oh, this big girl. Oh, we doing this tonight." Oh, before that, Shayna Baszler, she was like doing stuff with the cards, and they had I don't know who was on commentary, who was backstage with her, asked her a question about if she felt any remorse about what she did to Nia Jax, her best friend, or whatever like that. And then she just looked kind of sad, but then looked angry, but then looked kind of sad again, and then just walked away. Anyways, yeah, this match was semi being decent, and then of course Eva Marie comes out, ruining everything. Even though I don't understand why she was out there, because she lost. She lost twice to Eva or to Dudrop. Why are you still out here? Why? Why? What reason did you have to be out here? Cause a distraction. I think Charlotte hit it like a chop block and a natural selection to beat Dudrop, and then Eva Marie was like, stupid. And then Charlotte Flair kicked her in the face, kicked Eva Marie in the face, and she takes her out. The crowd goes crazy because nobody likes Eva Marie. She goes, I champion. And then she leaves, and I guess Dudrop left too, and they came back from commercial, I guess. And Eva Marie was like, my neck hurts, but hey, if I had that opportunity, I want to squander like Dudrop did. She's the worst. She needs me. I could beat anybody. And then Shayna Baszler comes out and is my savior. And she comes out and she murders. She murders her. So she didn't really murder her, because she murdered her, she would have did the other arm. But she beat her up. She choked her out, hit her with a cure for the clutch, put her to sleep, touched her on the outside, did the stompy thing that she did to Nia Jax. She did that to Eva Marie, and the crowd went crazy, and they started chanting one more time. And then I was like, I ain't shit. So I was like, one more time. But she didn't do it again. I was sad. And so was the crowd, because they started booing because she didn't do it again. It was depressing. Then after that, it was a super brutality interview. I guess they talked about something. I wasn't listening. They was talking about a name, and they were saying, yeah, we're not the best of friends. It doesn't matter if we're drafted on different brands, because we're the champions. We can go wherever we want. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And whatever team wants to step up, they can. They was trying to think of new superhero names, super brutality. She was trying to get her matching uniforms. Talking about wearing blue. Rhea was like, I'm out of here. I'm not with the foolishness. And then Bobby Lashley versus Big E in a steel cage. This was so good. This was like 20 plus minutes, because I think they started at like 10:30. Yeah, this was just like 20 minutes of greatness. I loved every part of it. Before the match, it technically wasn't 20 minutes, but before the match, Big E comes out last. Bobby Lashley attacks Big E before the match even starts. He just throw him all over the place, hit him with the barricade, slam him through tables, and beat him up. And then they come back, and then they're back inside the steel cage. Bell rings. Boom. He did the Iranagi thing from the side that he normally does. He starts to beat him up, throw his face all over the steel cage, taking him out and stuff like that. Bobby Lashley comes back, hits him with a nice power slam. He did that. So they was beating him up. Big E got the advantage, and I think he speared him. I think he maybe hit a big ending. I don't remember. And this might have happened after, but he went to go climb the cage, and then the Hurt Business, they came back again, so to climb the cage for Big E not to get in there. And then when they came down, and then Bobby Lashley hit a spear thing, and then the New Day come out, because Bobby Lashley's about to go through the cage, and then Woodsy, boom, hits the cage on Big E's face, not Big E's face, that would have been horrible, on Bobby's face. And then Cedric comes down, boom, Xavier Woods paid homage to his old good friend Adam Cole and super kicked his face in midair. And then Kofi Kingston went to go up scale the cage for him. Woodsy comes and like takes him down, and then Kofi Kingston trust falls on both of them. And then I guess Kayla or somebody came out and said the match is going to restart, and so it did. Well, it didn't restart, but it continued. So we saw a big ending from Big E. Bobby Lashley kicked out. We saw a spear from Bobby Lashley. Big E kicked out. They tried to go climb the cage again. Didn't work out. And then in the end, Big E hits a big ending on Bobby Lashley from the second rope, I think this time, for the win. Big E retains the title. And then we all think, happy, Big E retains. We love to see it. And then I'm not going to even try to do it. Drew McIntyre comes out It was like something like that. And he comes out with the sword, and he points the sword at Big E, and Big E's like, "You want the smoke? Come get it." So I still think Bobby Lashley is go. I think Bobby Lashley and Big E are Big E. Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. I think they're both going to SmackDown. I personally think they're both going to SmackDown. Um, I mean, Bobby Lashley can stay on Raw, but like he was WWE champion for half the year from January until 2 weeks ago. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. He was champion for 8 months, which is way longer than I thought he was. Well, 7.5. Yeah, about 8 months. Yeah, it was about 8 months, which was longer than I thought he was gonna last. So that's always good stuff. He did what he can do. He just put over Big E. So unless they plan on putting him in the U.S. title picture together, which I think at this point is beneath him, even though it is Damien Priest, I think he and the Hurt Business would do way better. Going to SmackDown with Roman Reigns, the first part of the draft, and then the second part of the draft. They do Drew McIntyre versus Big E. Big E says, "Hey, I had my fair share. I'm two-time WWE champion. I lost my opportunity when Bobby Lashley, had it. I couldn't have another chance at it. He's not champion anymore. I want my opportunity." He gives it to him. He beats him. Big E beats Drew McIntyre, and then they also send Drew McIntyre to SmackDown. Because I honestly don't think neither one of them needs it. Especially if they're gonna have Goldberg on Raw still. They still have AJ Styles. They still have Randy Orton. They still have Riddle. They can bring Rey Mysterio could be main event just like that. Jeff Hardy could be main event just like that. I said Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's on SmackDown, but Jeff Hardy could be main event just like that. They have Keith Lee that's there, main event just like that. They have Karrion Kross, even though. But there's a lot of options for Big E. For him, and although SmackDown might be the star-studded thing, I think Big E could do really good getting put over by people like AJ Styles, people like Jeff Hardy, people like Randy Orton who'll be there, people like Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross. He can be put over by those people. Either Damien Priest or Nakamura, if either one of them, if they switch the titles back to those brands, they could do a lot of stuff with that. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. Maybe Brock Lesnar, if there is a thing that Brock Lesnar's gonna be on Raw. I don't know. They teased it, but I think Brock Lesnar's staying on SmackDown. Maybe Edge, if Edge gets traded to Raw, Edge or Seth Rollins, either one of them gets traded to Raw. They could do a lot of things there. But that's it. That's the show. What did you guys think? Did you like Raw? Did you not like Raw? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you for AEW. I'm out.